Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the KCIT Volunteer Spotlight. My name is Kelsey. I'm the administrative assistant here at the Keystone Crisis Intervention Team. And with me today is one of our volunteers, Jamie Pfister. Welcome, Jamie.
Hi, thanks so much, Kelsey. I'm happy to be here.
Oh, we're so happy to have you. Thanks for sitting down to talk to us today.
Anytime.
So first, can you tell us a little bit about your background and what you're doing currently?
Sure. I started my career off in mental health. So working at a psychiatric facility up in Lehigh County
Okay.
that was specific for children. So I worked in many different facets of the agency for about 13 years. So they have an inpatient hospitalization, they have therapeutic residential programs, they have foster care settings, permanency services, a plethora of services. So I was able to work in a bunch of different capacities, but throughout my time there, I learned a lot. I went and received my master's degree in global public health, and that's really when I joined their organizational development and training department. After I moved there in 2021, I'm down at Nova, which is victim services. So similar but different, but all working with folks that have experienced a significant amount of trauma. At Nova, I am the Training Institute coordinator. So we do a lot of outreaching programs and presentations for folks in the community. That's at many different capacities. It is for the community at large, but it's also for agencies, professional development, basically anyone that will listen to
Yeah.
how we can prevent crime from occurring in our communities.
That sounds amazing. Thank you. So all that said, what brought you to KCIT and how long have you been involved?
Yeah, so I've been a member of KCIT. I went through the training in April 2023, so almost 2 years now. Prior to that, I sat on as a lead responder for what we used to call a critical incident response team. And
Mm,
so my experience with that team really led me to KCIT because KCIT is such a larger capacity to do so much more work in the community.
mm,
Whereas our critical incident response team was really looking at, okay, how are people impacted that are in the helping field? And so as all of us are helpers, some of that impacts us, right? And so we wanted to be a support for those people. And as I researched and learned more about KKIT, I found out that they were doing the same work on such a larger scale with folks that have been impacted by violent crime or collective trauma. And I thought, what an amazing resource for our community members that might not know this resource is available to them until they're in need of it.
yeah. Oh, thank you. Is there a moment that you could share from your time with KCIT that kind of stood out to you?
Yeah, I would say it was a few years ago now that I had the opportunity to deploy to a incident that involves several tragic deaths.
Mm,
Some of them being children. And I walked into that room, and the way that I walked into that room was vastly different than the way that I walked out of that room.
mm,
And so it impacted me in a way that I was able to share space, and KKIT was able to offer that space for folks that just needed to talk and vent and have somebody sit with them and share tears and share stories and really live that experience for them. And so I will say that that 100% is a standout part of my involvement with KKIT, just being able to have that opportunity for those people to feel something, right? And feel those emotions and really sit in that. And I think that was a huge takeaway for me as a volunteer, just being able to offer that space.
wow, thank you. How do you answer the question if somebody says, "Why do I become a KCIT volunteer?" or "Why do I take the group crisis intervention training with KCIT?"
Yeah, so I thought about this question a lot and I wanted to make it as simple as possible. Um, my answer is it changed me as a human. right? Like it was life changing. And I say that not in a dramatic cliche kind of way, but in a way where, you know, learning how to share space and communicate with folks that have been through significantly negative experiences really does change your outlook. It makes you grow as a person. It makes you a better peer. It makes you a better friend. It makes you a better partner. Makes you a better daughter, whatever it is.
Yeah.
It just makes you a better human. And so those skills that you utilize in a GCI are skills that you will utilize in every capacity of your life. And so again, I'm not trying to be cliche or corny or you know, dramatic when I say it really did change my life. It did. Those skills will impact the way that you view the world and view other folks. So I say if anyone has the opportunity to get the training or to become involved and respond to these events, I would say I would jump at the opportunity.
Oh, thank you so much, Jamie. We do kind of like to ask if you have anything, if you'd like to share like a fun or surprising tidbit about yourself.
Sure. I don't know if this is fun or surprising, but I do have a serious love-hate relationship with hiking.
Ah,
So when I say I love hiking, I like hiking on trails that are not too steep and that are already
mhm.
paved or already
Yes.
made for me. So I love how everyone's like, I love hiking. And I'm like, I do to an extent. So that's a little fun fact.
Oh, I love it. That is so fun. I think too that being out in nature is so important, and however you get to do it, I think is lovely. So I am probably on the same boat as you, where I like a very manicured trail for
Right.
my hiking adventures. Yes. Oh, so much fun. Thanks, Jamie.
Mhm.
We love doing our spotlight again so that we can really highlight our volunteers who are the backbone of KKIT and allow us to respond across Pennsylvania. So I want to say thank you so much for being here with us today, Jamie. It's been wonderful.
Yeah, anytime. And like I said, I really enjoy the work that KKIT is doing and continues to do. So if you have an opportunity to sit down with any of the members of the team or volunteers, you will not be disappointed.
Thank you. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. And we'll see you next time with another volunteer spotlight.